hello to you in the room, and as well for those who may watch and join us online for the talk before the session. So welcome to the Monday Heart Resonance manifestation that we have been doing for 3.5 years now every Monday. So the Monday is set for energy practice and to build your heart resonance, your heart coherence, your energy vortex, your container of love, of light, and we assist you and guide you to build this container to bring the best version of yourself. So welcome, and we have still some beautiful souls coming in. Hello, good evening. Yes, of course. Yes. So make some space so everyone can sit in the room. Yeah, maybe.
Everyone's coming.
So we're gonna keep like few minutes.
Putting his stuff as staying for the whole weekend, water, stuff, take the jacket and
suitcases with all the crystals.
Crystals, exactly.
But okay, guys, we have started already. We are live, so find your seats with ease, with quietness. Embracing each and everyone in the room from far. Hula and Karin at the door. We may have more people coming, so don't put yourself too comfortable in case we need to open the door. Yeah. So keep an eye on who is coming behind you, so you can assist them with the door. Everyone is set and cocooned? Comfortable? Yes? Nice. So suddenly we have doubled. It's like last Monday we had a full bus, like 10 people arrived exactly at the same time.
It's a bus. Like they all gathered together and they came in.
That's very cute. It's like the synchronicity. So thanks God we don't have too much traffic in this area. Alright, so one more time, welcome everyone. Welcome in this in the room, at the in the vortex, at the villa, and thank you for showing up in all your presence and desire to do some energy practice today. As every Monday, or most of the Mondays, the practice will be a surprise. Huh?
Gym.
Yes. Yeah, it will be a gym.
I call it a
and it will be a surprise. I was actually resting before you all arrived, so George may have an idea of what will happen tonight. Because George was practicing, I was resting.
Yes.
So did you have the?
I have a theme in my mind.
Yes. Beautiful. So there is something in his mind that will remain there. So you will discover in due time through the session.
No, I can ask you. So, how are you feeling, guys? Which is you feeling that's the most important to focus on in your life right now? We were recently in the Sunday, we do gathering online and we do training. We're focusing on dropping limitation and opening for abundance and manifestation. That include also that you realize that you are a divine being and you are connecting with your higher self and bringing your highest version here and now, so manifestation already take place. Is that nice topic to start with?
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't believe that it's possible?
Doesn't believe.
Okay. So
that is possible to manifest abundance.
To manifest your desire and drop your limitation. Okay, maybe I'll ask you another question. What do you think still as a limitation you are still holding on that preventing you from manifesting something that you're desiring at this moment? Let's say, for example, I asked us at last time, relationship or maybe 100,000 dirham. Let's say, imagine that if that is your desire, let's say, or relationship that's your desire. What do you think your limitation that's stopping you from that manifestation? Who would like to say something? Hello?
Maybe too good to be true.
Too good to be true,
It doesn't last.
or doesn't last. Yes. Who
Don't
can
deserve
relate
it.
to this? Is
Don't
too good
deserve
to be
it.
true. I don't deserve it. Yes. What do you think the core will be from it? I would like to share something.
Or that it's difficult even.
Yeah. So most of the time, whatever she's mentioning, Aisha now, thank you for this sharing, would be we both tap into some belief system or some ideas from society or from parent or even from our observation. We observe reality and we see, oh, it's difficult. No one having those manifestation easy in their life and so on. And we start saying, so that reality works like this. That's the version. And then after a while, we start taking those understanding and keep them to ourselves and we operate with them. And they become our limitation, but we think that they are our strengths because we are smart, we discover how reality works. Now, those who still running into your subconscious or even your conscious thought. And what happens is, every time you start feeling desire toward manifesting something, unconsciously you know that those operations that you have built, they are true to you and you want to prove yourself right. Did you see it? So you actually say, I want to manifest it, but you do all your best not to manifest it to prove what you have been holding on, that's right. Now another understanding here in the meditation when we say spiritual gym is as much as possible to remind you that you are a divine being and shred all the other belief system that's not aligned with unconditional love. And unconditional love is love of the creation that flows through everyone without any resistance, without any conditioning, any limitation. When the more you understand that unconditional love from the source is your birthright, then you love yourself unconditionally, that you deserve everything. And in that process, any thought that comes and say, but I cannot, and you said, I love myself unconditionally, I do not want to keep that belief system and I do not agree on it anymore. And you start dropping it and dropping it. In that journey, when we're having the online training, most of the time we found that there is two things was coming again and again. Asking for the manifestation and allowing that manifestation. Most of the time, we either don't ask because the belief system said it's not possible, so why you are asking? And second one, once we ask, we don't allow it because I still want to prove myself that I am right about my belief system. So your focus right now to drop these and remind yourself that you are a divine being and you, when unconditional love comes through you, it gives you all birthright to have all the abundance, all the manifestation that you desire. And any belief system that tells you, no, I don't deserve it and so on, you immediately identify that's not matching you loving yourself unconditionally. That's not matching you realizing and remembering that I am with unconditional love a divine being, that I am expression from the divine. I have all the birthright to manifest everything. I would say no to that belief system and let them slide. Very simply, without any tools except just remembering that you are a divine being. It's cool? Nice journey? Just focus on this, and then with that, you realize your higher self, your greater self, that's you in that essence, that enlightened self. Sometimes we call it Christ itself. Anything that you consider that's pure self is you when you're embodying fully the unconditional love, and all the rest of the limitation cannot operate anymore in that state. And this is what we call embodying once again your higher self. And your future self had manifested all your desire, already manifested here. So the direction in your manifestation take you automatically to those manifestations in your life. Lovely? Now take the breath about this. No, just taking the breath about it. While I'm putting the password. Capital P, capital and 1, 2, 3. No, I kept it the same. Online, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we hope you are integrating that talk. that introduction somehow. And if you like online, if you're watching now, and we see a couple of you joining, so thank you for joining and liking and commenting. It's great to have you as well on the other side of the screen. If you like to join the session, you have the link above the video. You can click the link, buy your ticket, and you will receive the password and the link to watch live with us and to participate to this energy practice and energy adjustment and spiritual gym. All in one. So so we've heard that most of you were doing great. It's very good to hear that. And seeing that you are somehow thriving through the waves of January that we've been witnessing throughout the community, a bit beyond our community, in the first and second bubble reality as well. So it feels like you are overcoming the January adjustment and the transition into your new cycle. So if you are in the process of closing it, congratulations. It must feel very light, it must feel very uplifting, it must feel very joyful and very promising for what you believe in and what is your core of creation for the year ahead or for the years ahead. And for those who are still transitioning, remember that you always have guidance, you always have support. Remember what George just mentioned about the abundance, about the manifestation, about what you believe in, and to focus on what is true to you and whatever is still in your life, dragging from previous choices in the past. This is your own free will and your own choice to reframe or to change what you have decided in the past that is still happening in your present, but that is not required anymore and that you don't like anymore or that makes you overwhelmed. This is your own free will and your own decision to change that. So you have all the powers and all the power within your hands, within the strength and the courage of your heart to change that and to create your reality, your life, your relationship the way it feels true to you, the way you know it is harmonious and it elevates you, the way you know it creates magic and it creates the life that you have always dreamt about, and you know it does exist. So this power within you has always been there. Is what Charles was saying. Sometimes we have limitations. I mean, not sometimes. We are already born with limitation. Let's go on Earth and I'm going to put limitation. So we are already born with limitation, but that we have chosen, and then we are creating a construct about the limitation that arise into our environment through parents and education and society and yes, our education. So I will say now you are owning the entire yourself, your entire being. You are in full charge of who you are and who you want to become, and this is in your hands. So those who are still transitioning through this January wave, know that the power is within your hand, and if you require assistance and guidance, you have people around you. Just ask. No one is telling you to be alone and to do that as a warrior. I will say if you have support, it becomes soft. It's soothen the process as well. And for those who have completed that process, congratulations. Let's try your new cycle. It feels a bit more airy already. Do you feel the same way? Yeah? Okay. So what I will ask you to, maybe not now, but after the session, see what you did maybe differently or what you have strengthened in that process of transition, what worked for you, so you surfed this transition in a way that is faster than other waves or other transitions that were more difficult in the past, because you maybe didn't have all the awareness or all the tools or all the support, but you have established a strong support, like a stronger support. You establish every single day. You emphasize on tool that works for you, on support that you are creating, and on the strength of your heart and the strength of your mind to consider and to acknowledge and to focus on what makes your life the best beautiful life. So collect in the last few weeks what have worked for you, to go through that process and that ways and to have completed or to be in the process to complete. So next time it happens, because it will keep on happening, what happens as human here on earth, and basically as all consciousness, we are constantly evolving through cycles, through that spiral, and we are evolving in other version of ourselves. So next time that spiral comes or that new cycle comes, you will have the combination and the remembrance of all that works last time, so you can apply it and make this appliance maybe more appropriate to the new you that you are becoming. So don't forget what you are learning, because it will always serve one another. So collect these learnings. So first it doesn't arrive another time, it's finished and completed, but collect how you completed this learning to use it for another learning that is coming your way, because we are a collection of learning for remembrance, a collection of learning to constantly and continually remembering how to love ourselves and to increase our self-love. So we are closer and closer each time to our essence, which is unconditional love.
Yes. So the whole journey is to love yourself unconditionally.
Yes.
And others.
And therefore
When
others.
once you
that's
love
works
yourself
together.
unconditionally, it's supposed to be a self-correcting mechanism. So to be honest, it's not your job immediately or first to love others more than you. You should start with yourself, and then when you love yourself unconditionally, you don't want to hate others. You want to share that love with others, and that automatically becomes like, I love everyone as me. But because sometimes we have in spirituality the concept that I think they call it service to others or service to divine for others, and it becomes sacrificing yourself just to love others and serve them. That's not really unconditional love. From my perspective and in my journey of unconditional love, if you really, really love yourself unconditionally, it becomes auto-correcting mechanism. It's automatically, you cannot just hate people. You are full of love, you just want to share it. It becomes just natural state. And then you find yourself, by product, you are loving others. But still the focus is the self. Yes?
Because your environment is you.
Can you love someone but not like them?
So, yes.
It's going to be a different terminology here.
You can share. That's correct. It's very correct about it. Our concept of love or like as a human is nothing to do with unconditional love. We have a certain condition, and we call those are I like you or I don't like you, according to your physical comfort, personality, some other stuff. So, but that will not stopping you from sharing an unconditional love with that being, as is that being also an aspect of divine, an aspect of you in this reality. But maybe you don't like him in the physical interaction. Yeah, he's loud or he's aggressive or whatever. I don't like those behavior. But you as a soul, I recognize that, and I always share with you unconditional love. But those behavior are not enjoyable to me, which is fine. And then you are not identifying that his behavior become you are judging that being according to his behavior, because he can change his behavior. His character also can be changed. So you're just not liking the character as a result, not the being. The being is always been loved. Did you understand this part? It's very important also. So you can also have your own boundaries, on your own opinion, but still operate it with unconditional love without really judging the person. Like, I like salt in the food, for example. He doesn't like salt in food, but that doesn't stopping me from loving that person. Do you understand the difference?
Another word that you can use, so you can differentiate as well, is accepting and recognizing the person for who the person is as. Remembering that we are one, remembering that it's a reflection of yours. So recognizing and accepting that the person is creating that life and that choices, but it doesn't mean that you agree on it. So this is where you say, I don't like it. So you can use, but I don't agree on that person's role in my environment. But it doesn't mean that you are not recognizing and accepting the person for who he or she is. It's like it's very interesting. It's a very
it's
good
very
topic.
refined line between choosing how you want to process your life and what kind of direction without judging anyone and with accepting their beingness and their choices, but yet choosing what you want to manifest and what you want to co-create with them. And when you come without judgment, with completely unconditional love, you'll always find that you can reach to an agreement and understanding instead of fight. Because we will have always opinion, we have characters, and we want to run our life in certain character, but that doesn't mean we have to clash and fight.
I have a question. Is everything in terms of character, whether we like it or not, in everyone a reflection of something in us?
If it's bothering you mostly, yes.
If
The
it's
most bothering you, it's something you need to look at. Not necessarily that you have it, but you need to look at something you're judging about it. You see? So maybe let's say some community or some country somewhere, and they have certain rules or certain tradition, and for you it's absurd. You'll never participate in this. If you just said, okay, they are fine, they can do whatever they want, I'm not going to participate, so I have no judgment toward it, then it's fine. It's not reflecting anything in you, you see? But it's like, oh, they should not do that, something about you. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Yeah.
All right, and then in the meditation, we'll stay in the same focus at the end to continue working with the higher self and allowing to have more space in you, dropping more of those limitations, more of those, we call them more identification, lower self-identification, so you have more of your higher self. Hello.
All right.
You have someone there.
All right. So we are not complete in the room.
Oh,
And I think it's about time to complete as well the talk.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you for watching and listening with us. If you would like to know more and discuss more and practice with us, you join us in the link available, or come on Wednesday, the first week of the month. It's always a contribution base, open for everyone, and it's more about healing and unconditional love. If you want more, you can study with us and join Sunday training and Saturday training, where we talk about these and practice a lot of spiritual awakening, spiritual empowerment. Love you guys.
Bye.